Good morning and welcome to the House of AO. Today we're going over my Ice Shards build. Let's get something straight right now. Ice Shards is not S tier for Season 4. With the changes coming in Season 5, I'm hopeful for all sort builds though. Having said that, this is a good solid build, but is lacking in the single target damage just a little. Let's jump right in with gear, shall we? For helm I opted for Andariel's Visage. What can I say? I'm partial to it for this season. For our chest we're using Ever-Living Aspect. We also need to boost our armor to meet the cap, so I rolled armor and percent armor on my temper along with percent chance to stun. I've found that having as many different crowd control options as possible help put the bosses in stagger far faster than having a single mechanic. Our gloves have accelerating. I like having the high attack speed, and the mana takes care of itself, so we are never in danger of running out. Our tempers are vulnerable damage and percent chance to freeze. For the pants I'm using Temerity. I like the constant barrier it gives, and with the reinforced glyph that gives us an additional 25% damage reduction. Yen's Blessing works for the boot slot. They give great movement, vulnerable damage, damage reduction, and that extra cast of a non-ultimate cooldown. Depending on what you have on your bar, this will cast flame, shield and/or ice armor quite a bit. I'm opting for a wand as I like the extra lucky hit percent, and the extra percent chance to cast Ice Shards twice. Unfortunately, I was very unlucky and have ice spike damage for the other temper. On the focus we want percent chance for Ice Shards to cast twice and optimally damage to crowd controlled or vulnerable. I was extremely lucky with the amulet and have 3 passives on it. Conjuration Mastery, Glass Cannon, and Devouring Blaze, but getting at least one of these along with some other good options will work as well. And for tempers, again, not so lucky, but go for vulnerable damage and whatever else floats your boat. On the rings we'll use Tal Rasha and Starless Skies. Here's just a quick look at my stats. Now for skills. Put at least 1 point in Firebolt as we'll be using it in our enchantment slot, and then whatever you like. Max out Ice Shards into Greater as we'll always have a barrier. 1 point into Devastation to get 3 into Elemental Dominance. Then down to the Sorcerer's Friend, defensive skills. 1 point into Flame Shield and 1 point into Teleport to get to Shimmering for more damage reduction. 1 in Elemental Attunement and max out Glass Cannon. Then 1 into Ice Armor out to Mystical for more damage when enemies are frozen. Then we put 3 into Precision for the lucky hit. 1 in Ice Blades out to summon for the cooldown. 1 point in Lightning Spear to apply Vulnerable, and as always 1 in to align the elements and 3 in Mana Shield and Protection. Then max out Conjuration Mastery. For Mastery we'll only take 1 point in Inner Flames to max out Devouring Blaze, and then take all the Ice passives and finish it out with Veer's Mastery. I've tried all the different key passives here and feel like Veer's gives us the best bang for our buck. For our enchantments we'll use Firebolt to apply Burning to everything, and I'm using Chain Lightning to proc Veer's Mastery more often. I have extra ranks and core skills on the gloves, so we don't need to actually add any ranks to Chain Lightning for this to work. For our Paragon boards we'll start with Tactician, then into Enchantment Master and Elementalist. Because we are using Andariel's Visage, we want to get as much non-physical damage bonuses as possible, so we try to find all the nodes we can to enhance this as well as damage to elites. Next we move to Frigid Fate and Enchanter, taking all the intelligence as possible to get even more non-physical damage, then over to Searing Heat with Exploit, up to Burning Instinct with Destruction, over to Ceaseless Conduit with Flame Feeder, and finishing it all off with Ice Fall and the reinforced glyph. Phew. I've showcased only a 91 pit in the video as mobbing. Interestingly enough, seems easy with this build, but single target damage against the bosses is a little weak. You'd think with Ice Shards that would be opposite, but it is what it is. In any case, if you enjoyed the video or the information, please do us a favor and hit that like and subscribe button as it's always helpful. Check out some of the Diablo 4 news videos for some entertainment and fare thee well and happy gaming.